Trump definitely does love Vladimir Putin. Like, there is, make no mistake, Trump is certainly in a way that is impossible to ignore, very invested in maintaining a personal close relationship with Vladimir Putin for some fucking weird reason. And I don't know what it is. I don't understand it. It's not weird at all. He dreams to be USA Putin one day. I know. That is true. He does like strong men for that reason. He likes charismatic authoritarian strong men. We know this because he likes Erdogan, and Erdogan ain't shit, okay? So the fact that he likes Erdogan means that, like, that's the one aspect. He just loves when you got some kind of authoritarian strongman. Otherwise, why in the ever-loving hell would you ever be on board with, would you ever glaze Erdogan? He ain't got shit. He's got nothing. He's nothing. He likes Viktor Orban. He's okay. That's another actually, that's an even better example. At least Erdogan like commands the second largest military in NATO. What does Viktor Orban have? Nothing. Okay. Viktor Orban has nothing. So the very fact that he likes Viktor Orban implies that the only thing that Trump cares about is like vibes, authoritarian vibes. Kim Jong-un, I understand. At least like Kim Jong-un is unique, okay? Viktor Orban is not. Like, liking Kim Jong-un is odd, for sure, but like he's still like a fascinating character. He's like in control over one of the only countries that's like not even one of the only remaining like nation states that's like completely remote, okay? Viktor Orban is the leader of Hungary. He's smack dab in the middle of the fucking, well, not in the middle, but like, you know, he's right there in the European continent. And he's just a fucking powerless autocrat. He has power over his own country, but ultimately in the global scheme of things, like he has no motion. Do you not understand what I'm saying? Like, him liking authoritarian strongmen for only the quality that they are authoritarian strongmen is perhaps most evident in someone like Viktor Orban, because Xi Jinping is a charismatic strongman leader for sure, commands a lot of power. He's the leader of China, okay? China is a hegemonic superpower. Kim Jong-un, again, understandable that you would like find him to be a fascinating character because he's responsible single-handedly for an entire nation state that is like a sovereign nation state that has nuclear weapons, and also on top of that has been completely outcast from the global marketplace. Like they're not a part of the regular international system that we've designed. But when you got, and even with like Erdogan is a feckless servant of the American state. But having said that, he at least has like NATO. He has like a NATO army. You know what I mean? But with like Viktor Orban has nothing. The only reason why you would say you like Viktor Orban is because he's an authoritarian strongman who's right-wing, who like says he hates gays. He has nothing. What do you mean? He plays both sides. He's like beholden to Chinese influence, beholden to Russian influence. Obviously, still a servant of American reactionary sentiment as well. He's got nothing though. You know what I mean? No disrespect to Hungary, but like in terms of like all these other global leaders and shit, like he has no motion whatsoever, other than like the only quality that he brings to the table that you might find fascinating or good is that he just sucks. He's just a bad dude. He's a bad dude, and he's right-wing, and he's authoritarian. Hella disrespect to Hungary. All disrespect to Hungary. I'm half Hungarian. My Hungarian friend just makes fun of him. Lamau, they find him feckless. I mean, he is. Many world leaders are. I mean, look at the serious world leaders, right? Even in Western Europe, look at France, look at Macron, look at fucking Kid Starver. They've shown their asses over and over again. They've made it. They've basically shown everyone in their own nation states that they have no sovereignty whatsoever. And this entire like anti-EU sentiment, this entire anti-European Union sentiment was all nothing. Okay. Because remember, so many of these countries had like independence movements to rid themselves of like European Union sovereignty. This is bad. You know, European Union should not be controlling us. Like, why is that happening? And then you look at them and it's like, oh no, there's a real daddy. There's a real daddy who is sometimes called daddy by some of these fucking leaders like Rutte. Shameless. What happened? What happened to shame? You know what I mean? What happened to fucking shame? Y'all are supposed to be the countries that advanced Western civilization to the point that it got to. And now you're just like sitting around in charge of a bunch of vassal states demanding demanding more taxable revenue from your fucking serfs so you can give it back to the real king, Donald Trump. It's crazy. It's really messed up. You support China and Korea. You're a weirdo, buddy. And Kim Jong-un isn't a bad dude. Okay, buddy. Did I say anything of the sort? Did I say he is a good dude? No, you heard that. I said he is a fascinating character, so it's understandable that at least like in comparison to Viktor Orban, he's a more interesting character than Viktor Orban, given that he is in charge of fucking North Korea. That wasn't glazing Kim Jong-un, which I do with regular frequency. This is just not one of those moments. I'm saying that like it's more understandable he would it's still strange, but it's more understandable that he would be fascinated with someone like Kim Jong-un as opposed to someone like Viktor Orban. And it's clear that the only thing that he cares about is like being someone being an authoritarian strongman. That's it. Okay, that's it. That's got to be it. Because why else would you ever glaze Viktor Orban? There's nothing. There's nothing to glaze. Half his country doesn't fuck with him. You know, glazing a dictator is crazy. Brother, we live in the United States of America. We are currently talking about our president doing that, okay? After years and years of presenting America as this like force for good, a force that preserves and defends democracy, Donald Trump has completely dropped any notion that we're invested in that. He literally is moving the troops to the capital of the nation. Donald Trump is moving the troops to the nation's capital, okay?